Hey traders, welcome back. It's me again, Forex with another video for you guys. If it's your first time, welcome. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for subscribing, and I hope you like this video that I'm about to share with you on the topic of how to use horizontal lines for trading. As you guys may already know, the market ranges most of the time. Okay, look it up out there on the statistics on the real number. I can assure you, depending on the sources you're looking at, it's anywhere from 70 to 80%. Okay? And why am I telling you all this? It is because this is an edge that we can use to help us in trading. Knowing the market phase that we're in right now will help you determine where prices are likely going to go next. The next question to ask is, why use horizontal lines as opposed to other indicators out there that can tell you when the market is indeed in a range mode or not? Okay, one, it's pure price action, meaning there is no lagging information. Price is the only leading indicator out there, so whatever it is that you're using are only following prices. Second reason, it's simple and clean. No clutter on your charts. As a price action trader, all I want to look at is the price, nothing else. And the third reason would be, in my opinion, they are better than trend lines. Why is that? Because drawing trend lines can be pretty subjective. Okay, meaning what you draw on your chart or what you see on your chart may be different than what other people are seeing on their charts, okay, depending on each perspective. Let me give you an example here, okay? Uptrend, okay? Market started to range, continues the uptrend. So in this case, as you can see, one may have drawn a trend line at a steeper angle, and another trader might have drawn it like this. Someone else might have seen a diagonal channel, okay, and so on and so forth. Whilst if you're only using horizontal lines, all you think of would be drawing support and resistances across where the area where it's most tested. If you're someone who likes to trade off a trend line, taking bounces, I'm not telling you to stop doing it, but what I'm telling you is add the horizontal lines to your analysis. Okay? Because oftentimes price would coincide with the confluence of a trend line and a horizontal line. Okay, but in this video's example, we're only going to be looking at horizontal lines, which I think are enough to analyze our charts. If I were to sum up what technical analysis is about, it is about finding support and resistance levels. Okay? And by using horizontal lines, that is all that we need to identify those zones. If you're able to read and understand price movements, it is applicable to all instruments, not just Forex, gold. It applies to other commodities, properties, and anything that's in the real market out there. It's basically the study of collective human behavior. And what we see trading on charts are basically just human emotions. So let's dive in and look at some charts now. So as I'm making this video, this is a live chart of the XAU USD. I have all four time frames here: the weekly, the daily, the H4, and the H1. Like all my analysis, I like to begin with the higher time frames and work my way down. And as I've said many times, the upper time frames control the movement in the lower time frames. Okay? So let's begin with the weekly. And let's start drawing lines across the chart here. There you go. Nice resistance level. Another one. Okay. What I like to do is just to keep 2 lines maximum on each chart. Okay. It doesn't make sense at all for your chart to be cluttered with horizontal lines. Keep 2 lines at maximum for the most relevant and recent support and resistance area. That's all you need to do. Back to the charts here. I could have drawn another horizontal line over here, but this line wouldn't be tested until price has broken this line. You see? I'm just going to get rid of it. Keep 2 lines at most because this is where we are right now and it's most relevant. Moving on to the daily. Okay. On the daily, it's showing an uptrend. It still doesn't look like it's going to range soon, but what we may see is a corrective move to the downside. Let's draw a structure here. The uptrend here is looking pretty healthy. It's continued to make new highs. So I'm not expecting the bears to jump back in so quickly, but it might be time for the bulls to take some profit off the table. So right there, I'll draw the other one right here. You kind of have to see where the line touches price the most, and that's the most relevant zone that we need to look at. Okay, so when I'm day trading, I like to have these 2 charts of the weekly and daily on the left side just to tell me where I'm at in the bigger picture and just work my way down towards the lower ones to get my entry. Moving on to the H4. Okay, so here's a nice range. Can you guys see? It's not clear yet on the daily, but on the H4, it is pretty obvious that price is stalling and it has fallen into a range, right? This is how I draw my range. And as you can see, prices has broke out of the range to the downside. Okay. This would be an ideal area to sell because it's been tested way too many times. Okay. And a breakout has been due for a while. Okay. So for the past 3 weeks, price is trapped between these 2 levels. Okay. So with this information, if I was taking a sell trade here, I would know to be careful because anytime soon, price would be at the bottom of the H4 range. Okay, you guys see what I'm talking about? It is totally okay to take a sell here, knowing that you're in an uptrend, okay? As long as you're aware that you may hit the floor anytime soon on the H4. It is okay to sell and be a bear for a short period of time in an uptrend, as long as you know what you're doing. Okay? So ultimately, the next question to ask yourself every time prices touch these levels is, will it break or hold? This is what you have to ask yourself every time prices touch one of these lines here. Okay, I'm going to leave you guys with this information. Feel free to comment below on whether price would break to the downside or perhaps continue its path to the upside. Okay, but either way, it's going to be quite a massive breakout just because there'll be so many stop losses right beyond these levels right there and the ones above. So either way, I'm expecting a pretty strong breakout. Okay, thanks for watching my video. I hope I'm able to teach you something new in each and one of these videos. And if you've enjoyed watching it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Cheers, guys. Yeah.